No one, absolutely no one, expected Joe Rogan to say what he said. When he went live on his podcast this week, people assumed he would talk UFC, comedy, aliens, mushrooms, the usual. But instead, he dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through every political circle, every conservative influencer network, every Fusa group chat, and especially straight into Erika Kirk's world. Out of nowhere, Joe leaned into the mic, eyes narrowed, voice low, and said, "There's a rumor going around that Erika Kirk has a plan. A real plan. A plan that involves the White House." The entire internet froze. He didn't laugh. He didn't smirk. He didn't treat it like a joke. He sounded dead serious. Then he added, "And the crazy part, people inside that movement think she wants to be First Lady." The internet absolutely melted down. For months, there had been whispers about Erika's unusual political positioning, her sudden obsession with high-level political couples, her strange involvement in certain marriages, her strategic friendships with powerful men's wives, and her quiet attempts to inject herself into Washington's social circles. But nobody expected Joe Rogan to say it out loud. The man with the biggest podcast in the world, whose audience rivals entire news networks, whose every sentence becomes a viral clip. He said it. Within seconds, Twitter exploded. First Lady? Who told Joe this? People asked. Erika is trying to be First Lady? She actually thinks she can pull that off. Joe Rogan does not say things like this unless he heard it from someone high up. Then the real shocker. Joe revealed he heard it from someone inside the conservative movement, someone deeply connected, someone seen enough behind the scenes to know the difference between gossip and an actual plan. He didn't stop there. When you watch how she moves, who she attaches herself to, the people she targets, the women she tries to replace, it makes sense. He said calmly, quietly, almost as if he didn't want to believe it himself. The craziest part? He hinted that Erika's moves, the drama with Fusa, the sabotage, the behind-the-scenes manipulation, the obsession with political couples, weren't emotional mistakes. They were steps. Steps toward something bigger, something calculated, something far more audacious than anyone imagined. And just when viewers thought he was joking, Joe dropped the final punch. I've seen messages. If they're real, then she wasn't trying to influence a movement. She was trying to position herself to marry into the Oval Office. The internet screamed. Creators stitched the clip. Political commentators froze. Conservative women shook their heads in disbelief. Erika's name rose to #1 trending in under 40 minutes. This wasn't just scandal. This was delusional-level ambition. According to Joe Rogan, Erika didn't just dream of becoming First Lady. She had a secret plan, and the receipts proving it were already circulating in private group chats. Now the entire world wants to know, how far did Erika go? Who was she targeting? Which political family did she try to infiltrate? And what evidence does Joe Rogan actually have? Whatever he saw shook him enough to speak long before he ever said Erika Kirk's name into a microphone. Long before the clip went viral, before political commentators choked mid-sentence, before influencers whispered about a First Lady fantasy, this story had already been unfolding quietly behind the scenes. Erika Kirk knew exactly who she wanted to become. She didn't want to be an organizer. She didn't want to be an influencer. She didn't want to be a commentator. She didn't want to be just another conservative woman online. She wanted proximity to power. Soft power first. Emotional influence. Access to key rooms. Positions that didn't look important on paper but quietly shaped decisions. That was step one. From the very beginning, Erika understood something most people never admit out loud. You don't need political experience to enter politics. You don't need credentials. You don't even need popularity. You only need one thing: connection. And she learned how to build connection like a weapon. She knew how to charm people, appear humble, look soft, nurturing, spiritual. The kind of woman political families trust instantly because she seemed safe. But behind that softness there was calculation. The insider who spoke with Candace Owens and later with Rogan said something chilling. Erika wasn't looking for influence. She was looking for a husband. Not just a husband, not a business partner, not a public figure, a political husband. Someone rising, someone who would need a calm, supportive, photogenic spouse. Someone whose image she could help mold, whose platform she could help shape, someone she could stand beside on debate stages, someone who could eventually get close to the Oval Office, someone she could ride all the way to the First Lady title. According to the insider, Erika didn't hide this ambition. Not privately, not with her closest allies, not during strategy calls, not even in group chats. She treated her relationships like chess pieces, political events like auditions, high-level donors like stepping stones, and powerful political wives like obstacles to study. The true turning point, the moment this quiet ambition became a strategic mission, happened the year she began connecting herself to Tfuza leadership. Not for a job, not for influence, for access. Because Tfuza is one of the only conservative organizations in America where young women, rising politicians, donors, strategists, and media personalities cross paths constantly. Every conference, every gala, every influencer dinner, every backstage VIP room, this is where political empires begin. And Erika walked into those rooms like she already knew her destiny. People noticed immediately that she wasn't behaving like most newcomers. She wasn't nervous. She wasn't shy. She wasn't overwhelmed. She floated from table to table with purpose. She joined conversations strategically, mirrored people's tone, body language, and energy. She made everyone believe she understood them. She listened for weaknesses, watched for insecurities, and identified which political wives were insecure, which politicians felt isolated, which rising stars needed emotional support. And then she inserted herself. But it wasn't random. Erika had criteria, a list of traits she specifically looked for in political men. Ambitious, emotionally dependent on strong approval, public-facing, rising, but with a gap she could fill with a supportive persona missing from their image. She never went after the loud, chaotic types. She went after controlled, intellectual, rising political men who lacked strong emotional support structures. Men who wanted a stable, present wife. Men whose careers could skyrocket if they had the right partner. Family-friendly in the public eye. Men who could eventually run for president. According to the insider, Erika genuinely believed she could become a political wife. But a political wife is nothing without connections, and that's where Tfuza became her playground. She disarmed young influencers with her girl-next-door charm. She spoke in spiritual language to gain trust. She shared emotional vulnerabilities to make people feel special. She used prayer sessions to gather personal details. She framed mentorship as access to powerful men's wives. And once she had that access, she quietly tested for weaknesses. Slowly, subtly, she watched. Which couples were stable, which wives were secure, which. Herself between men and their wives, staff and leadership, influencers and their partners, always positioning herself as the one who understood, who cared, who could guide them spiritually. The insider shared a chilling quote Erika once said, America needs a first lady who can influence hearts. Someone like me, someone like me. She believed it was possible, she believed it was destiny, and she believed all she needed was the right husband. Her moves inside Tfuza weren't about friendship, they were about positioning. This is why Joe Rogan's statement wasn't random or sensationalist. It was based on real conversations, real messages, and consistent behavior patterns that spanned years. The public finally got a glimpse of what insiders had known. Erika didn't want influence, she wanted a crown. The moment Rogan mentioned her plan to become First Lady, political group chats across America exploded. Initially, people resisted the idea. It sounded insane, dramatic, too wild. But insiders didn't laugh. Those who had observed Erika up close saw the same pattern. Attaching herself to power like a vine wrapping around a tree, meticulously positioning herself near married political men. The insider confirmed the source of the rumor Rogan referenced wasn't random. It came from someone who knew Erika personally. Someone who observed her manipulation firsthand, watched her target the Van Cess, and collected screenshots, audio notes, and timelines of her strategy. She wasn't trying to be influential, she was trying to be a political spouse, and there was proof. It began at a private Tfuza retreat. A closed-door, off-camera event with top donors, senior staff, and political guests. Phones were collected, NDAs signed, everything quiet. But Erika's behavior didn't go unnoticed. She floated from table to table, inserting herself into conversations between political couples, complimenting wives in a rehearsed manner, asking husbands campaign-like questions, and positioning herself strategically near every rising political man. Then she made a revealing comment, half joke, half serious. A woman like me could really elevate a future president's image. Asterisk people laughed awkwardly. She didn't. She clarified, asterisk, no, I'm serious. Some of these men need a wife with presence, someone who can guide them spiritually, a woman who understands the heart of America. Asterisk. The insider said they froze. The phrase "a woman like me" wasn't playful. It was a declaration. And it wasn't the first time she expressed thoughts like this. Screenshots later leaked showed Erika describing political wives as placeholders, claiming certain rising politicians didn't have the right partner for the next level, and stating, asterisk, a strong woman can change a man's destiny. Some wives aren't equipped for leadership roles. I could guide someone all the way to the top. And here's where the story twists further. Rogan didn't just mention Erika's ambition. He revealed why insiders believed it. Asterisk. I've seen messages that look like she was trying to destabilize certain marriages. Asterisk. Suddenly, the theory wasn't just about Erika chasing political men. It was about her actively attempting to remove their wives. Her pattern, according to insiders, was methodical. Befriend the wife. Identify cracks in the marriage. Insert herself as support. One private thread that went viral showed Erika messaging a friend about a prominent political couple. Asterisk. She's too quiet, too cold, too formal. America won't connect with her. But imagine someone more compassionate standing beside him, someone like me. The friend responded, asterisk, Erika. Please tell me you're not trying to replace political wives. Asterisk. Erika's reply? 3 chilling words. Asterisk. Dream bigger, babe. Dream bigger. Asterisk. What's bigger than replacing a political wife? Becoming one. The first major internal blow-up happened at a Tuesday backstage event. Staffers overheard Erika make calculated remarks. Asterisk. He needs a woman who understands purpose. Asterisk. Asterisk. She's holding him back. Asterisk. Asterisk. If he had a partner with vision, he could be unstoppable. Asterisk. These weren't casual comments. They were strategic assessments. Staffers reported them privately. Erika was acting like a casting director for someone else's marriage. The real twist came when these traces reached Yusha. Not via gossip, but because Erika herself tried to advise her. Yusha immediately recognized the manipulation. According to the insider, Erika's blueprint had been laid bare. Every conversation, every move, every interaction designed to position herself for the ultimate prize. A political marriage and eventually the First Lady title. Usual routine. Soft tone, concerned expression. Asterisk. You seem tired. I sense something's off. You're caring too much. Asterisk. People don't understand you the way I do. But Yusha Vance isn't some insecure influencer. She's a highly accomplished attorney. A woman with a steel spine. Someone who has navigated more political pressure than Erika could ever imagine. She knows when someone is trying to psychologically infiltrate her space. Yusha recognized the manipulation immediately. She cut off the interaction politely but sharply. Erika panicked. This wasn't just about forming a friendship. She was trying to position herself. And Yusha's rejection triggered a domino effect. If Yusha didn't trust her, JD wouldn't either. If JD didn't trust her, the political circles wouldn't either. If political circles didn't trust her, her entire First Lady blueprint collapsed. That's when Erika reportedly began whispering behind Yusha's back. Quiet, targeted comments only made when certain people were listening. Asterisk. She seems withdrawn. She doesn't seem happy. She looks overwhelmed. She's stressed. Maybe she needs support. Asterisk. These weren't innocent observations, they were traps. The same pattern Erika had used on other wives, on female staffers, even to isolate the chief of staff. This is what Joe Rogan meant when he said she targets women who stand in her way. Erika made a fatal mistake. She applied this tactic to the wrong wife. Yusha Vance is respected, protected, and trusted by some of the most powerful people in Washington. When Yusha sensed the manipulation, she quietly warned key individuals. That's when the conflict erupted behind the scenes. Leadership confronted Erika. She denied, she cried, she shifted blame, claiming she asterisk, just cares too much. Asterisk. But the insider said the truth was clear. Erika assessed political marriages like career opportunities. The first twist. Joe Rogan didn't reveal that Erika's First Lady plan wasn't a new fantasy. It had been years in the making. She had inserted herself into multiple political families, monitored rising politicians, positioned herself near key men, and made concerning comments about aligning with a future president. She whispered toxic narratives about political wives, evaluated vulnerable marriages, and told friends she was meant for something bigger than Tfuza. Insiders confirmed. Political wives had quietly complained. This wasn't a rumor. It was a pattern. Joe Rogan wasn't exposing gossip, he was exposing strategy. Step by step, Erika positioned herself not toward influence but toward the White House. Then came the second twist. Erika wasn't acting alone. Someone she trusted. A powerful man, above everyone else in her hierarchy. Someone who benefited from her ambition, was guiding her plan. And this man was about to be exposed. The internet erupted after Rogan's revelation. Political commentators froze. Even those who had never followed Tfuza became obsessed with Erika's alleged First Lady blueprint.